I'm here in the OCW arena. I'm here in Akron, Ohio. I'm here where this Saturday Appetite for Destruction is going to happen. I'm here where on June 17th, yours truly, No Shame Jimmy Shane, is going to become the new #1 contender for the OCW heavyweight title. And I'm here in the OCW arena. I'm getting ready for Saturday. I'm helping out the future because that's what Mr. OCW does. Mr. OCW, I'm the present, I am the future, but I also acknowledge the past. I acknowledge former heavyweight champions like Caden Assad, like Sherman Tank, like Big Guns Jeff Cannon, like Robbie Starr. There's a future champion, and there's the current champion. And Jackson Argos, I like you, kid. You're good. I mean, you got talent. Everything you have reminds me of me, this young, upcoming, loudmouth kid trying to make a name for himself. That was me in around 2012. Now it's 2017. I don't need to make a name for myself because I know who I am. I'm No Shame Jimmy Shane. I am Mr. OCW. I am the longest reigning Ohio Heritage Champion, and I am your future OCW Heavyweight Champion. And there's no shame in that. Winner.
What they said when they announced me. I am No Shame Jimmy Shane. I am the longest reigning Ohio Heritage Champion. I like to think of myself as Mr. OCW, but most importantly, I'm from Backstreet, USA. I'm feeling a little weird right now because these people, for once, they're supporting me. This is weird, guys. So I'm going to try something right now, and I want to see if it works. USA!
So there you have it. The opening words from the longest reigning OCW Heritage Champion, Mr. OCW, and Jimmy Shane. Appetite for Destruction here at the OCW Arena. Michael McCormick, River Blackheart, and this is a rivalry, not only spanning two completely different countries, but two completely different guys.
Yes, and Jimmy Shane has dropped down to my 97th favorite wrestler.
Wow.
Yes.
So take that, Jimmy Shane. He started, he was somewhere in the 50s.
He broke the top 50. He was almost top 25. He was almost ready to become on the top 25 list until this change of attitude that I cannot get on board with.
Well, and it's kind of funny because you heard him say it. You guys are liking me. It's a little weird. But it also helps when he's got a Canadian who's willing to win at all costs on the other side of the ring. And a guy in Jackson Argos who, let's be honest, he's been effective since he's gotten OCW, but he's not done a lot of things that people view the right way.
I'm telling you, mark my words, it won't take long. Very soon, Jackson Argos is going to be a champion here at OCW. He's right there at the tip, McCormick. One little push in the right direction. I'm telling you, this kid, he has it all.
He's already had one shot. Actually, he's had a couple of shots at the Dark Star Matt Taylor. That didn't work out real well. Put on a heck of a performance, but again, you look back at the end of that match, look at the one couple of mistakes he makes, really, ends up costing him. And with a guy like Matt Taylor, who's been OCW champion for almost as long as Jimmy Shane has, the Heritage champion, you can't make mistakes against those two guys and hope to win.
Yeah, Matt Taylor, always the opportunist.
He's got a big match coming up himself.
That's right.
With Juice Jennings. Jimmy now, you can still see he may be more liked by the fans, but still doesn't exactly have the greatest respect in the world for the referees.
And that's why he's at 97 and not lower.
Well, Jackson Argos has probably got him ranked way lower.
Well, with the exchange rate,
So he's 103.
most likely.
Now, you see, look at the look on Jackson Argos' face right now.
Oh, he's furious.
When Jimmy Shane was doing that, he stepped back, kind of thinking, I'm letting this happen. This is the guy right now across the way that's doing this to me.
Think again, who trained Jackson Argos? Probably the most serious man in professional wrestling. And the guy he's facing right now is probably the least serious guy in professional wrestling.
That's exactly right. Now Jimmy, uh-oh.
Don't do it, Jimmy.
All aboard the Shane train.
Worst pony ride ever.
I don't think you want to put another quarter in that merry-go-round. Just let that one go. Now Jackson is not having near as much fun as Jimmy is in the middle of this match. Jackson's just trying to figure out how he can get back into this. Referee went out to check on him. He's taking full advantage of the count on the outside.
Once again, with the exchange rate, he gets a little bit longer than a 10 count, right?
I don't believe that that's true at all, actually.
Oh!
He just told the fans to shut up before he took the low road, and now check out where he's got Jimmy stuck at.
Between the apron and the ring there, working on that knee.
Well, Jimmy's had not only the last handful of years where guys have gone right after it, but he's had his own problems with it. We've seen a couple of times where when he's tried to make a move where he's planted, he's come down kind of awkwardly. Jackson, you said
That's Jimmy's whole life. Coming down awkwardly.
Trained by a serious guy, but the second part of that is trained by one of the best technicians in Lance Storm, where if he sees something that you've maybe been favoring just a little bit, you can bet like a pit bull he's going to be right on top of it.
It's like blood in the water.
He just screamed at Jimmy, does that hurt? Jimmy didn't really have a retort because he was choking him out against the ropes.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to respond when your tongue's hanging out of your mouth.
It's not real helpful. Jimmy trying to fight his way back to his feet now. What's impressive during this streak of him being the Heritage Champion is the amount of guys, not necessarily the amount of guys too that he's beaten, but the amount of times he's beaten guys who have said, all right, tonight's my night. Jackson Argos is trying to change that trend here as he goes for the cover. Lackadaisical and comes out with two.
Yeah, I don't care who trained you, you gotta hook the leg, brother.
Especially the bad leg. Now Jimmy trying to get himself back in. The fans trying to help him out, but look at Jackson just waiting, kind of measuring him. And he got a little extra on that whip right there.
See, again, hook it. You gotta hook that leg, Jackson Argos. Jimmy Shane's a big guy. He's got some power.
And he kind of got him, in a weird way, it didn't work out how he was hoping for, but it almost worked better because when he whipped Jimmy's leg sideways, when he planted, he tried to step down. So now Jimmy in a world of trouble in the corner. Argos with the big crossbody splash.
He's going to do it again, McCormick.
I believe that's what he's telling everybody. I'm going to try and do it again. Second time, didn't work out so well. Ate an elbow for his troubles. And a foot to go with it. That's a full meal, I believe. Oh,
see that,
right back.
Jimmy swung wildly at that. He wasn't planted. He wasn't focused. And that's why he missed.
And again, another 2 count where he didn't hook the legs. Jimmy.
I think the pain of that knee has thrown Jimmy off his game a little bit.
A little bit. And now, speaking of Lance Storm, the single leg crab pretty close to where Jimmy at over 6 foot is able to get himself to the ring or get himself to the ropes out of the middle of the ring, but Argos figured that out. Now look at him sit down and just pull back on the knee. There's a good look, and Jimmy able to get himself back using his weight advantage
Referee was awful quick with that 5 count.
I think, again, it just seems faster because of the exchange rate. Just the numbers throw it off. And he's explaining to Argos, who apparently thought he won, that he did not. Uh-oh.
Oh, Canada.
Trying to use Canada as a weapon. He's told the referee, I need that.
Well, he does.
Oh, and a spear. He needed that. 1, 2, and 3 for Jimmy.
With an assist from the ref.
With an assist from Argos making a mistake. Didn't stay with his game plan, and Jimmy Shane continues.
I mean, that ref looks shady anyway. Look at him. He looks like he's got some gambling debts. He'd be willing to throw a match here or there.
But he didn't. Jimmy won that match fair and square. And there you go. He continues to represent that belt proudly. Argos, I said it earlier on, the list of guys who have went after Jimmy and made one big mistake.
Well, here's a mistake.
Come on!
Jimmy playing to the crowd, and he's right there beside him.
He shouldn't be being attacked after the match.
If he did that around me, I'd do the same thing.
Argos, a sore loser if I've ever seen one.
Or maybe Jimmy, being a sore winner, is learning a lesson right now.
I don't think that's how the video played out. You can go back and judge for yourself. This is a history for Argos. He's done this to a number of guys across the way. And he's trying to tell everybody he's the best. Yeah, you're the best guy at attacking guys after the match is over. Congratulations.
Ooh, I'm going to tell him.
You're still not the OCW Heritage Champ. That, my friends, is the guy in the middle of the ring in need of medical attention.
With that shady ref. So shady.
It's almost like OCW officials had Agent Orange Juice Jennings in mind when they named this event Appetite for Destruction. It perfectly describes me and everything I've done. Just look at the track record, look at the trail of bodies I've left in my wake, look at the people I've put on the disabled list, look at the people I've run out of the business forever. I'll continue to do just that this Saturday at the OCW Arena in Akron. Big Dave Shaw, you've been on for a while. Well, allow me to welcome you back to OCW properly. Jackson Argos, No Shame Jimmy Shane, whoever has the misfortune of winning that match is in for a real rude awakening. I will be the man standing on top at the end of this tournament, and I will go on an amazing journey that ends with me becoming the new OCW Heavyweight Champion. A grand journey starts this Saturday. I invite you to take that journey with me. Appetite for Destruction. The age of Agent Orange has begun.
So the second of the semifinal matches in the number one contender tournament, the first in which Jimmy Shane was victorious, albeit he paid the price, over Jackson Argos in our opener here at Appetite for Destruction. The second, you see,
Shut up!
well then, a very angry Agent Orange Juice Jennings taking on David Shaw. It's a big mark for Shaw here, though, more, I think, necessarily than it is for Juice.
Yeah, Shaw's been gone for a while, and he's returned the high buzzsaw.
It wasn't ready.
He's looking to cut some guys down.
again, just all that, it would be huge for him. He's the bigger guy by quite a lot in this matchup, but
Yeah, he's like 2 of Juice.
yeah, and Juice he's a guy in good shape, but it's gonna be a big win for him because anytime you're able to beat a guy the caliber of Juice Jennings, who's been around, won a ton of titles in his relatively short career, especially if you're returning to a company. David Shaw's got a big task in front of him.
And I don't think Juice wants to match strength with this guy. Come on, Juice.
Well-
use your brain, brother. You're obviously smarter than this guy. Look at him.
Wow.
Come on, don't tell me you don't look at this guy and know
That's
for certain that his parents are cousins.
As you just finished saying, you don't want to match power with this guy, Juice puts his hand up. Come on. Just look at David Shaw. There you go. Right up into the middle. Down Juice to one knee.
Told you Juice was smarter.
So Juice apparently had a plan, but he did not win the power battle.
But he won the brains, and that's what usually wins the war.
Good work for Jackson Argos. So again, the winner of this one. Oh! There's the brains of the Buzzsaw.
That was not cool.
He's walked away from it.
I know.
The winner of this one meeting Jimmy Shane.
That's how somebody gets hurt, Dave.
Ooh. The winner of this one meets Jimmy Shane for the opportunity to take on whoever the OCW champion is after this event. You got a question.
Oh, I know
What's
who's going to be the
left?
champion after this event.
What's
My guy.
What's left of Jimmy after he was attacked post-match?
I saw that too, Juice. He definitely pulled Juice's hair. Envious.
I didn't see that. The referee didn't see it.
I saw it. And if I saw it, you knew it happened. Pulled Juice's hair. He's jealous of them lovely locks.
Shaw was just saying, hey, come on in, guy, let's go.
You know,
Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let him get counted out.
the Buzzsaw, he's not bald. He's just that ugly hair refuses to grow on his head.
You haven't taken a look in the mirror lately, have you?
I do whatever I want. I do what I want.
I'm telling you, this dude's got to sneak up on a glass of water. I'll tell you who he's not sneaking up on. That's Juice Jennings.
Juice, however, again, kind of baited him right into a trap of trying to figure out where is he going to go. Juice is going to need to stay right on top of Shaw, though. You think maybe try and knock his knees out, try and take him to a lower vertical base, not only to keep his power advantage away, but because that's how Juice finishes matches with those submissions.
Needs to work on that that leg, that ankle, snap that leg with the ankle lock, make him tap.
Juice is pretty full of himself today, it would seem. Oh. Ooh.
I almost threw up a little
Almost
bit.
on his head.
The way Juice landed, that was sickening.
Juice luckily able to get right back up. And Shaw now right to where the heart of Juice Jennings should be. Goes for the cover, and similar to our last semifinal, didn't hook the leg. Despite being a big guy, around 300 pounds, Shaw could not use enough leverage to keep Juice down. Juice now trying to use the referee as a buffer to get himself a timeout.
I'm telling you, smartest guy in the room right now, Juice Jennings.
He took the low blow to get himself an advantage. A lot of big things coming up the end of the summer, the early part of the fall. Really, not all that far away from crowning a new OCW Women's Champion. That coming up in August.
One night only tournament.
Of course, the last one, she worked out pretty well. Nice kick to the face by Juice. Now looking for the Bulldog. Right in the center of the ring, down goes Shaw. Only roughly 2. I think he might have even gotten out at 1.
That Bulldog did its job, though. He's as seeing stars, the Buzzsaw is.
Juice trying to argue it's 3.
I'm pretty sure it was 3-2.
Referee's trying to say you didn't even get to 2.
That's because the kid can't count.
Juice is asking what time it is. Ankle lock or
That's
clock
right.
was the answer. Right in the center of the ring.
That's right. Time to lock it down.
Didn't last long.
Put it back on there, Juice.
Well, he tried. A couple of kicks to the face, but a lot of people in Shaw's corner right now. Not all that much of a fan of Juice since he's returned to this building in OCW. Not had the greatest disposition in the world with a lot of guys.
We just say he's going to rip Dave's head off.
Well, he tried earlier. Tried to drive him right straight through the mat on that Bulldog attempt. Referee right on top. Juice trying to turn away, but
You're right now. You got to use that rope. While the ref's back is turned, you got to use that rope to your advantage.
he was not able to do that.
Break-
Shaw didn't want to get back out.
Run his eyes down it, or try to get a little choke. Use it for some leverage. Something.
It's from the Blackheart School of Managing, which I believe is a 2-week online course.
There we go. There you go, Juicy.
Right back up top, Juice.
I don't care how big, how tough you are, McCormick. A thumb and an eye is always the great equalizer.
Trying to go for a tornado DDT, but this is not going to work out well for Mr. Juice.
Oh, snake eyes!
Right down through the face and off the turnbuckle. Juice goes. Look at him, just laid right out there. And Shaw, it's a perfect opportunity for him. He says it's over. Juice up top. Maybe we want to go snake eyes again. Juice rolls him up on
There!
the ropes.
That's like he heard me.
And he gets the 3 count. So again,
Must be that psychic link me and Juice have.
we're going to see another opportunity to get the matchup of Juice and Jimmy in the finals for the #1 contender. But the big question is, what shape is Jimmy going to be in? Jimmy Shane probably not all that thrilled to see Juice on the other side after he steals a win here. For the last couple of months, there's been a big to-do about the students here in OCW. Spinebuster University, and now all 3 for a final exam again of sorts, taking on a different sort of match. They've had one-on-one matches throughout the last couple of months. Now all 3 of them getting a chance to do it here in one shot.
And I believe one of the stipulations to this match is the winner gets the title shot at any title they won. So imagine being a rookie in the business. You've been in the business for like a cup of coffee, and you get to choose your title shot just by winning one match against 2 of your fellow classmates.
And think about what that will do to the other 2. To their psyche of, oh, well, that guy's the same as me. He started here with me.
And all 3 of them very different. Chuck the Truck, powerhouse. You got,
Grant Andrews, it's all about him.
yeah, Grant Andrews. He's very technical in the ring.
He just stepped over top of Jake Ely.
And then you got Jake Ely. Jake Ely, he's as fast as lightning, I'm telling you. That's why they call him electric.
Grant Andrews says it's all about Grant. Right now, he's unsuccessful in trying to use the old Lionheart trick to step on the guy to pin him.
That might have worked with the pipsqueak, but Chuck the Truck, that guy is just too big.
Well, that's actually the first time that he got Chuck at 2. He got him at 1 and he powered out. Andrews is going to have to do a lot more than that here today.
Look at him. Look at him just. They're like beneath him.
That's what he thinks. Oh!
Oh!
Now who's beneath him? big clothesline attempt.
And did you see how Jake went for the pin, and Chuck just dragged him off and threw him like a rag doll.
To be fair, nice arm drag by Ely, the electric one with a drop kick too. But if you look at it and you say, who do you think got the most impact on that clothesline? Spinebuster. It would probably be that guy right now with a chance to win this match. 1, 2.
I'm telling you, he's smart. He's smart.
That's one way to get the referee to stop counting. See how fast Andrews took off around the corner? Realized he wasn't going to be able to get to Chuck. He just grabbed the referee out of the ring, but he was hustling.
And the ref knowing what's at stake here, he let it go. He could have disqualified. Great injury. Oh, that was slick. Did you see what he did there, McCormick?
That's a nice way to get from here to there. Probably not a lot of guys in the back that can pull that move off. Just slid in and all the way around. He used the post.
I'm pretty sure he didn't learn that from Sherman Tank.
I got to be honest. I am a big fan of Sherman Tank, but I've never seen him do that. Did see that Sherman Tank inspired Spinebuster from Chuck the Truck a little bit ago.
All right, what's Jake Ely thinking here? Oh, he went over the guardrail.
Check out the woman behind him. He landed right in the front row on his feet, and she made sure to hold on to her purse and her water.
I bet her butthole puckered up.
She is happy that he's about $130 right now, and able to
and 4 foot tall,
spryly land right on his feet. Now
kind of like what leprechauns. Don't leprechauns always land on their feet?
I think that's cats.
Oh,
I think you're sorely mistaken. The green may be skewing your thought process. But
Chuck the Truck is just, man, this guy is
I think that
hard nose.
Just took a shin right to the face, but on that dive by Ely, I think Chuck may have gotten the worst part of it because he took the boot to the face, a nice up and over.
I think Grant took the worst part of that there.
Right on top of him, and again,
right on the head.
It doesn't work for one guy, go to the other one. Smart move for a young kid. Both he and Andrews have each tried to go to that well. Chuck now, obviously, of the three, the most powerful, but he's taking on the guy that's the fastest, and he made a mistake.
Oh, and I won't be surprised if DNA evidence comes out and we find out that Electric Jake Ely's dad is Marty Jannetty.
Already worked in the Northeast Ohio area. A lot in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s. His kid or not kid right now is being beaten up. Chuck went up top.
Oh, nobody home and Grant. Oh, did you see that forearm, McCormick?
I think the reconstructive surgery might be in Ely's future for his face because he just took a shot and a half.
He's over the guardrail again. Hey, kid.
Andrews almost threw him out the back door. People who pay good money over there are probably pretty nervous right now. You see that table? Ely's kind of almost half fallen onto. Now Andrews, he is throwing him out the back door. And he locked the door. Talked about smart moves.
Look at him. Look at him knocking. You keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
Talk about smart moves the other way around. For Ely, the veteran move of being able to go from one guy to the other and try to get the pin. How about that one from Andrews? Wow.
And then he did the slick little move earlier around the ring post.
He's picked up a handful of things, and you think about the guys who have come through. Oh,
I like this kid.
I thought he was going to go fall-away slam. Chuck now in charge, and beautiful float-over suplex.
Into a submission.
There's not anywhere for Andrews to go. He's got no help either because Ely's locked outside. I think he might have to pay to get in at this point.
Oh, there's Ely.
Must have paid to get in.
Oh, Andrews tapped.
So Chuck the Truck wins, and here you go. It's what Ripper talked about earlier. Not only does he win this match, he now gets a chance to pick. Does he maybe want to go against whoever wins the championship later on? Does he want to take on Jimmy Shane? Or does he want to maybe win the tag team titles?
I'm telling you, if you're not in this to be the champion of the promotion, then you need to leave. It's handed to you on a silver platter, kid.
And the tag team championships themselves are on the line later on.
Oh, who let Matt in the building? Did he pay? Because if anybody needs pay, it's definitely Matt.
He's announcing the show. So Chuck with the win. Great outing by all three now of the former students at Spinebuster University.
It wasn't that long ago, dude. I know you were sitting out there in the seats. Now you're in the middle of the ring. Just won yourself pretty much any title shot that you want, dude. So I'm sure everybody in the OCW arena wants to know what is lying in the future for Chuck the Truck Norris.
Unfortunately, unlike these young guys, Chuck the Truck Norris doesn't have quite all the time in the world. I'm no spring chicken. So, I don't plan on carrying on to this contract very long. In fact, at Mamador Summerfest 2017, the next OCW show, I'm going to challenge for the tag team titles. Me and Jake Haley.
Oh, wow.
You're an idiot.
So the combination of the power and the speed, but the question is, who do they get to challenge? We'll find out coming up in Mogador.
Why would you share an opportunity?
Oh, and hey, look, Ripper just ran out. Now he's apparently going to join us in the ring. And he's brought some heavy artillery with him. The worst part about this now for Chuck is that he doesn't really have any friends in the ring.
You don't want any violence perpetrated on your body. I can get out of the ring right now.
You can take your man home.
No, this is my spot. This is my fight.
Get out of the ring, protect your Jordan.
Oh, and Brandon Day just knocked Chuck straight out with that chain wrapped around his right fist.
Watch this! This is what you got tonight, Matt Taylor! This is what's coming after the OCW Heavyweight Championship! Unchained!
Jake Healy, not the smartest thing he's done in his young career. Brandon Day now at Ripper's behest, just stomping away on poor Chuck. And look at the rats scatter. Ripper talked about the champion long enough, and he took heed, came out with an equalizer. Although the combination of chair against chain is fascinating. We'll probably find out about that later on. Taylor now holding court, and Brandon Day seems like he's just going to wait until later on in the main event to take his shot at the Dark Star. Poor Chuck just won his match, decided to go for the tag team titles, now has been beaten down and is trying to get back up to his feet. Taylor wants to do it right now. It would appear, though, that that'll...
Blackguard, if your boys want to fight, I know where they can find a fight, and that's in the OCW arena. Big guy, they call you Cruiser, right? Well, they call this guy Joey Vengeance, and you're about to wrestle, baby. Let's make some noise!
Well, somebody's not going to wait for a fight. Joey V formally now Joey Vengeance, Joey the Piranha, Rogers, and as lethal as many nicknames as he has, is now ready to go.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
As we'll go straight to Pat the Bruiser taking him on. Which of course means there's going to be a small army at ringside. Newcomer and Pat the Bruiser taking on the Piranha, and right on top of him he already goes. It's not going to be hard to figure out who at least the female fans are rooting for in this match. Joey right on top and right in the corner. Kind of a trademark now as he just unleashes a pump kick and a flurry of offense on the face. And you see his knee, the way that he landed after he did it, just awkwardly. Referee trying to help him back out, and Joey is in obvious pain. And here you get a look at exactly what he did. Just look how, oh. Obviously, knowing this after the fact, we found out later that he tore his ACL and his MCL in his knee, and that we all at OCW hope the best in his recovery. But just the way that he landed off this next kick, I feel so bad for him as hard as he's worked to get back and get to the level that he's been performing at. So again, hopefully see you soon, buddy, and you're able to get back to full strength. I'd like to see how that match would have turned out, but man, hope for Joey's health and safety among anything else.
Your winner by no contest, Pat the Bruiser.
So at least in his world, there's your winner. Match being stopped due to injury. So the finals for the #1 contenders tournament for the biggest championship in OCW. An opportunity to take on either Brandon Day or Matt Taylor, whoever is the winner of tonight's match between the Heritage Champion in Jimmy Shane. Little worse for wear.
He's already grabbing at his knee.
You can see when he came back down.
He's limping, and he's doing it all right in front of Juice. What an idiot.
The guy who already, if there's any weakness to Jimmy Shane, that's a guy who's known him for a long time, and Juice Jennings, who he's already going to know what it is. And he's a guy who we talked about it in his semifinal win over David Shaw, that he's going to exploit it at all costs. Now, you also wonder, maybe Jimmy's learned a few tricks along the way. Some of them from Juice.
Did he learn how to regrow a knee?
Well, I was going to say, maybe he's posturing a little bit more.
Oh, you watched that match. Do you really think that knee is not bothering him?
Oh, no, I'm sure it's bothering him. But he's going to probably try and hide it as much as humanly possible in his own memory, as he takes on a guy who, if you remember, not all that long ago, he beat him in a triple threat to keep his own title. That match also involving Joey Rogers, who we just saw a couple of minutes ago. Just an absolutely horrific.
He looked like one of them.
Match.
He looked like one of them little bendy animals. Remember the rabbit with the wire? His leg. Oh, you should have seen it in the back. Oh.
And then, of course, you wasted no time coming out to claim a win for your guy.
It was a win. My guy is so tough that just hitting him takes people out.
Just an unfortunate thing, and again, we are thinking about our friend Joey, as he's able to.
Who's our
all
friend?
of us good people here at OCW, people with any common sense.
I'm sorry you're a candy ass, Joey. I'm sorry that you can't kick somebody without hurting yourself.
I hope when he comes back, he knows you. Now, just just the posturing.
Juice is my 47th favorite wrestler.
He's way up on the list, I believe. Is that better? Is it a better or worse list, how it's perceived by people, than the annual best wrestlers list that comes out?
Oh, my list is way more prestigious.
What do they get? A fruitcake at the end of it? Oh. Down goes.
Don't.
Juice.
Don't.
And his Bronco has been busted. He's been shamed in the worst way imaginable. No defense for it.
No, the only way he'd be shamed in the worst way imaginable is if Jimmy gets a win.
Again, the winner gets their shot next month at Mogador against whoever the current OCW champion is.
I told you who was going to be the champion. I told you.
Dark Star Matt Taylor has
beaten
beaten both of these guys recently.
If you think what the Bruiser did to Joey was bad, wait till you see what Brandon Day has in store for D-Bag Matt Taylor.
I only hope that it's a straight-up match and not one where a chain or you come into play. Juice now back in the corner. Juice says, all right, let's go. Again, from the beginning, talked about the triple threat that each one of these guys were in with Joey, and they've known each other. They know what the other one's going to do. It's not a surprise. I always think that's kind of a different thing, too, because you've got to come up with one thing that the other guy doesn't suspect that you'll do to get that win.
So far, nothing Jimmy has done has surprised me, and his shenanigans are going to cost him a match sooner or later.
Well, he's in charge of the self-proclaimed most dangerous man in professional wrestling right now. And he's pretty much stymied right now, Juice.
And if a guy thinks he's the most dangerous guy in professional wrestling, would you gyrate on his head?
If your name is Jimmy Shane, the answer is yes. Jimmy now, look, he's got Juice. We saw this, what he did to Jackson Argos earlier on, that he had him kind of off his game a little bit. Made one big mistake. Jimmy made him pay for it, ended up winning the match.
But we also saw Juice Jennings do what needed to be done to win the match.
He cheated.
Oh yeah, you really want to wrestle? Oh.
So now Jimmy is asking
Oh,
Juice,
we're going a little Greco-Roman style.
do you want to wrestle? Sal Bandini asked that once too.
God rest his soul.
He might have taught him this. Now, Juice. Oh, he got tricked into it. And he is not having a good night so far. He has not been branded as a winner. And he noogied him. That's a new one. And it cost Jimmy.
There's that knee again.
Juice. I don't know why he backed off of him. I'll try to get the advantage back.
He may end up sharing a hospital bed with his buddy Joey tonight.
I'm sure that the folks.
Did you see how that bent?
Stop it. I'm sure the
Like
folks
his knee was made of
at the
jello.
hospital are doing a good job. Stop it. Now Jimmy, see, his knee must be feeling all right now because he took off running full speed to the other side. Oh, and down goes the Juice.
But when he come down on it.
Referee has checked on him a couple of times. Jimmy's been mostly all right to continue, but Juice using full advantage. The 5 count. Look how much of a grasp he's got. The referee can't even pull him off of it. And he's now taking a page out of Jimmy's book. He said, "Let's see you dance now, Jimmy." But Juice is he's become quite fascinated with the fans here at OCW.
You mean disgusted? You said disgusted wrong.
Well, fascinated by getting into it with them.
Nobody in their right mind wants to get into anything with anybody sitting out there in that crowd.
They're fine people. They
OCW,
pay to get into this show.
OCW may have the ugliest fans of all professional wrestling.
Wow.
And the least amount of teeth.
I would normally tell you to tweet your hate to Ricker Blackheart, but
I don't get on Twitter. That's how the government gets you.
you cannot do that. You can tweet your displeasure at OCW Wrestling and say, we don't like that guy.
And I
Maybe
won't
then
care.
they'll not bring you back.
I won't care if they don't like me.
Jimmy now trying. He's just trying to get himself off his back, but a corkscrew in the leg, that can't help.
It can if you're setting up for an ankle lock.
Well, it can't help Jimmy. Juice is...
Jimmy already got help. So I'm glad the other referee isn't out here because we already know he sides with Jimmy a little too much.
You don't like this referee either. He's made that clear multiple times when he's done matches.
Well, look at him.
His parents are probably very proud of him.
I doubt it. He probably doesn't have parents.
Wow. Very angry tonight. Now Jimmy trying to work Juice out of the corner. Maybe trying to slow the pace down a little bit because... Or time for some dancing. And the fist drop. Goes for the cover. Only two. Recurring theme for tonight. Nobody hooked the leg.
Gotta stick with the basics, gentlemen.
Now Juice backed up into the corner. Jimmy trying to find somewhere to put him. I don't know if he can pull this off. He's been assaulted.
Oh, he can't get that speed either. You see him stutter step the whole way there.
And he paid for it with the elbow. Now, here's a patented Juice move. All the way to the outside. Oh! Well, it was supposed to be. Jimmy now. Fall away slam. Hey, yo. Right on top. But look at it. Look how Jimmy landed after he did it. Look at the position of his legs as he has to try and turn and roll himself back to
I'm
his
telling you, him and Joey's going to be spending a lot of time together after this match.
I think before the show's over, someone's going to put you in the hospital. Quick set of punches right to the face and some bumping and grinding with the elbow. Juice kind of landed in a heap this time. What's Jimmy got in mind? Oh, come on. referee.
Whatever. That referee needs to be out of position. What was he standing right there for?
Juice shoved the referee right into his way.
I did not see that at all. I saw that stupid referee.
Now he takes the spear. No referee to make the count. 1, 2, 3.
I bet you Tim Shady shows up. Counts at 1, 2, 3.
No, what? Why? Why is he here? Come on! Why is he even here right now? He already lost. He already assaulted Jimmy once. Oh, look at him. So proud of himself. Now the 3 count. Oh!
Oh, that should have been a 3 count. I'm telling you, this ref is shady. This ref is on the take. I think him and Jimmy are probably cousins.
Take that, Jackson Argos. Now, right in the center, though. Juice doesn't have all the leverage for this because Jimmy's got himself up to one leg. Kind of taking a little bit of the brunt of it. Juice doesn't have the greatest grip either. Oh! What a move from Jimmy. Able to use his long length and reverses it all the way around. Now it's Juice. Oh, and Argos again possibly just kept Jimmy from winning this match. Argos is, why? I don't understand why he's here. Oh. And the old equalizer.
There's some Bronco busting for you, Jimmy.
I don't think there's any gyrating after that. Juice with the cover, 1, 2. And
Come on,
still,
that's twice now Juice has won this match.
well, good. Jimmy's won twice already, too. So we're even. It's a best of 5. Out of the outside.
Seriously, there needs to be an investigation launched.
Folks here at OCW do a great job of making sure that things are right.
Something is not right with that guy.
Yeah, with Argos, I agree.
No!
Now,
Why are you such a xenophobe?
I'm not.
That's right, I know big words.
You big
I've got the internet.
that's how they get you. Jimmy is in a horrible position, face down in the corner. Juice, I think at this point, Juice is trying to break every bone in Jimmy's leg. Where is he going? He's got him up. Where is he going? Yeah, he's telling the security what. Oh!
Oh, between the steps and the ring, he had Jimmy's knee.
Oh, and again, he went for it again. Jimmy was able to move, thankfully, the second time. But there's no way he's not going to be able to. I don't think he's going to be able to stand at this point. Juice rolls him over.
Great blind. There you go.
In the center, and man, there is nowhere for Jimmy to go. And he's forced to tap out.
I'm surprised the ref saw that.
So the original referee knocked out on what could have been the end of the match with Jimmy in the driver's seat, but throughout it all, with the help of the guy you see in the entranceway, Juice Jennings, now the #1 contender to whoever wins the heavyweight title here tonight. Whether Matt Taylor retains or Brandon Day comes away as a champ.
Oh, that championship's about to be unchained.
Star Flyers, you think that you guys are the rightful tag team champions for OCW? You guys got lucky. You guys snuck away a victory. Let me tell you this. June 17th for Appetite Destruction, the Dirty is hungry. And we're coming for those belts. We're coming, and we're not leaving until we have completely annihilated you and made you regret the day that you thought that you could step in the ring with the Dirty.
It's a buffet, boys! Ha! And guess who's invited? You're gonna figure out why. You're gonna figure out why. We invade, we destroy, and we repeat.
DAF.
So as we kick off this tag title match, it's a rematch of sorts. You heard the Dirty talk about from the tag team finals that were won by the champions, the Star Flyers. Robbie Starr on the outside, the multiple-time tag team champ. One time, he had pretty much every tag team belt in the state of Ohio. Ryan Burke, his partner. You see them on the right side, and there are the challengers.
Who have been collecting titles left and right every place they've gone.
See Burke start off as the Dirty, they've worked themselves back into this opportunity. As we've seen.
And that's the key word. They worked.
Well, there's a lot of things that go against them, but Brandon Edwards now, your association chief amongst them. We'll start off with Burt, but it's fascinating. Two of the better tag teams in the state of Ohio, obviously taking it out on this big stage, and you look at who's held this title, or these set of titles. I mean, you can pretty much throw who's who right up on top of it of what any company has had hold their tag team titles to these, including just one of the four guys in this match previously.
But there's not a hotter team on the independent wrestling scene right now than one bulletproof Brandon Edwards and one-man militia Austin Mannix the Dirty.
But that begs the question, if he's a one-man militia, why does he need Brandon Edwards?
Doesn't need him. Just some people frown upon winning tag team titles by yourselves.
I think Ted DiBiase would say he'd do it. Now the back and forth, but it's also interesting to note, we talked about it earlier on, whatever shape that Chuck the Truck is in is a nice arm drag to take down Edwards. He and Jake Healy will take on the winner of this match. Now with a drop kick.
It doesn't matter which team wins, them two boys are in for the fight of their life. Uh-oh, now, this guy, Austin Mannix, I've said it before, there's nothing fancy about Austin Mannix. And one way or another, he's going to punch you in the mouth.
He's one of those guys who, if you just look at him, he kind of represents a throwback. Just the pretty simple trunks, bald head. He's going to come at you, and then just, like you said, punch you in the mouth. He's going to turn around and do it 4 or 5 more times.
He's the type of guy that they mean when the old saying is everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. That was because of guys like Austin Mannix.
He just spit his gum in Robbie's face. Ooh. Robbie turned it around on him, not only slapped him in the face, but then he hit him with a drop toe hold. There's the guy who's taken on a lot of guys over the years who are in the same vein as Edwards of, we'll continue to pop you in the mouth, and Mannix too. He's come out on the right side of a lot of them, including against these guys. You can go back and look at that, watch the April show.
Sometimes when I see Brandon Edwards in there, I'm not sure he's sure what he's going to do. But the stuff he pulls off is phenomenal.
Now Robbie, nice back body drop, and Mannix smart enough to be able to get himself out of there. Not only with one big move, but, well, his partner didn't fare very well. Off the bat, and look, talk about the veteran in Robbie Starr in tag team matches, especially here in OCW. Did the smartest thing he could do. Isolate his guy on his side of the ring, and then make a tag to a fresh man. Burke and Edwards, who started the match, now squaring back off.
Oh, he's going to pay for that.
Tried to change the color of the tattoo across the collarbone. Oh, followed it up with a shot right to the back of about the spine of the head.
You know Brandon Edwards is a trained killer, right?
Well, I don't think it matters right now. You got to take on who's in front of you. Now backing Edwards off and throwing him across. Nice back body drop, and Edwards threw him so far he almost landed in the front row. Beautiful tandem offense. The leg drop in the senton. Check out Burke. Turned right around to make sure that
I
Mannix
know, and there's
wasn't
that
gonna come in.
shady ref who should have got him out of the ring. That's not legal. Burke can't just stand there.
He gets 5 seconds. As Mannix
He
and
was there
Edwards-
for a good 20.
I think your counting skills are off. Edwards made the blind tag. Robbie did not see it. Mannix now, who is the legal man, sees Robbie shot off, and oh, right into the back elbow after he had taken Edwards
He didn't
out.
see that either.
No, he did not. It hit him right between the eyes. Pretty similar to where that
And Sydney
fist to the face landed.
liked it. And if Sydney likes it, it can't be bad.
Oh, come on. Now, there you go. The old Ripper Blackheart advantage, 3-on-2. Use the ropes and wait till the ref's back's turned.
I'm sure Rob probably said something sexist.
Now, Mannix is his own worst enemy because he had put the referee in a position to try and figure out where Burke was as a distraction. When he went for the pin, Burke was still over there, and the referee didn't see his pinfall attempt. So the Dirty now. Championships all across the Midwest.
And they are firmly in control of this match.
They worked their way through Indiana, West Virginia, Michigan, obviously, in a run and get boot. Kind of a lackadaisical cover. Edwards, tell you what.
Right across the face. Took the sole of his boot and just put it right across Robbie Starr's face.
Edwards is one of those guys. He took some time off, obviously, with
Yeah,
the military. But
to
when he
defend
came-
our freedom.
When he came back, he's almost more effective now in terms of being able to pick apart a guy than he was when he was wrestling full time.
And I didn't think it was possible for him to be more aggressive than what he was before. But he is. He is like a rabid dog when he gets in there.
And again, the numbers advantage. You see it right there. Robbie being choked out behind the referee's back.
Once again,
Not even by anybody in the match.
I'm sure Robbie said something offensive to Sydney.
No, but
You know how he is.
Robbie almost gave the fans a little more than they paid for. Mannix now with him measured in the corner, and you see the effect on the camera shot of that clothesline. Mannix has got it measured, and probably can't feel too great. Robbie with the wherewithal to roll himself out and reset with Ryan Burke. It's been a handful of minutes since Burke's been in this match.
He's very fresh.
Shot back off into the corner. He'll wait. Ooh. Super kick right into the chest of Edwards, had him reeling. Burke all the way up top, high
That's
cross
why
body.
they call him Flying Ryan.
Still, even though he hooked the leg only, gets a 2 count. Burke down. I don't know that I would have ran that way, and that's exactly why. Now needs to just turn around and move on. This is not.
Oh, yeah. Big man, Ryan Burke. Chasing down a. What's she weigh? 75 pounds soaking wet?
And he paid for it.
Of course he paid for it, because that's what happens to scumbags that try to perpetrate violence onto women.
Mannix trying it to, I don't even know what you would say, help out.
Man.
Hit him with a clothesline when he came around the corner.
Between Robbie Starr being a sexist pig all night to her, and now Ryan Burke trying to put his hands on her. You know what? The Star Flyers are a couple of real scumbags. I hope they lose.
Wow. You were hoping they lost anyways.
Well, now I'm hoping even more.
So Burke trying to fight himself back after the 2-on-1, including someone not in the match, is sent back on that leg lariat and only another 2 count.
And nobody does a smoother leg lariat than Brandon Edwards.
Right into the waiting boot of Austin Mannix.
Just the flow of the team of the Dirty. Just when one guy stops, the other guy's right there to pick it up.
Well, if you remember the beginning of this match, and I'm sure you don't, there's a leg drop, and there you go. There's the fluidity. Ooh, a leg drop to one side and drop kick to the other. Starflyers had their opportunity too, did the exact same thing. So each team representing the top.
And that's what I'm talking about. Nothing fancy about Austin Mannix. He's just going to kick your ass.
If you're Ryan Burke, right now that's true. But you think about going forward, whoever comes out at the end of this match, think about the way that the rest of the tag team division is set up. The guys you're going to have to fight. Not only guys who have opportunities already, is there almost a head taker for Mannix, but think of the Kogar brothers. They're out there. They want their opportunity.
I really don't want to think about them freaks.
They're not here tonight.
I got to go to bed tonight. Why would you put that thought in my head, McCormick?
Nightmares. And the elbow drop to the back of the spine.
The Nightmares is a different team. They were from Memphis.
Just a lot of talent out there to think about what, and constantly. And the great thing is, coming up later this summer, OCW is going to do something kind of different. The first ever tag team trial by combat match. So there's even more guys.
And not to mention, you could have just 2 random guys who's like, you know, we're really not getting it here in the singles. Let's team up and go for some gold. Like Robbie and Ryan's done. Like Chuck the Truck and Jake Ely's going to do.
Yep. Robbie now.
You never know when 2 guys are going to decide to team up and come after that tag team gold.
Looking for the moonsault. Nobody home.
Houston, we had a problem.
Robbie had a huge problem. Now, look at Mannix with the springboard cutter out of the corner. That right there.
Oh! And then there's Brandon Edwards!
1, 2, but that right there, a product of the shape that Mannix has gotten himself into in the last year or so. Old Austin Mannix isn't doing that. He's using that as another opportunity to punch you in the face. But an effective move. As now here's the Dirty looking for the tag team finish. Oh!
And Burke turned that into a tornado DDT almost.
For the spear. Oh, both members of the Dirty. The knee, I believe, it looked like the knee of Mannix.
And now they've raised the ire of the lovely Sydney. Tell him, Sydney. Tell that shady ref, too.
There's no reason why she should be up on the apron right now.
This is unnecessary. This is what I'm talking about. Both of them, scumbags.
Well,
and these fans cheer it.
I guess she wanted to be part of the match. Burke and Robbie now need to concentrate on the challengers. Robbie waiting, playing center field, and over goes his partner and takes out both members of the Dirty. That's one way to do it. Not only use your own body as a weapon, use your partner's body as a weapon. Mannix, who I believe now is the legal man. Poor Edwards on the outside he took a boot from his own guy.
Are we sure? Are we sure Austin's the legal man?
I'm guessing by the cover.
I've totally lost track of everything, McCormick.
Well,
there's guys flying. They're beating up women.
Edwards got sent out, and then he got kicked in the face. And then he had a guy land on top of him. The champions now...
Just a regular Saturday night for Brandon Edwards.
The fluid... Yeah, he's probably been kicked out of more bars than you've ever been to.
That's saying something, people.
He's been kicked out of bars all over the world, it would be my guess. And the champions looking to put an end to this match, but Edwards just shoved Robbie Starr off the guardrail in the front row.
Smartest thing Burke did was get down, or else he was going to face the same.
Burke and Mannix, the legal man, and there's the mistake by the now former.
Say it, say it.
The now former tag team champion.
Yes, and new tag team champions, the Dirty.
So it just took one thing to go wrong for Burke, and when someone wakes Robbie Starr up from being knocked out in the front row, they're going to have to tell him he's no longer a member of the OCW Tag Team Champions. That would be those gentlemen. I use that term loosely.
Look at that. Sydney's in pain still.
In the Dirty. So they finally get what they feel is their retribution from being beaten at Tradition 14.
Yes, rub it in, rub it in.
And now they get to hoist the belts.
See, everyone in this business, you see, everyone wants to be the best. You see, you scratch, you claw, and you fight just to get to the top of that mountain. But what they don't tell you is once you're there, you take that deep breath and you look down, and there's 100 other guys waiting to take your spot. This Saturday night, OCW returns to the arena for Appetite for Destruction. And one of those guys that, no matter where I go, I turn around and you're just there waiting to take my spot. That's you, Unchained Brandon Day. You step in the ring with me as I defend my OCW Heavyweight Championship. Brandon, I'm going to tell you this again. Wrong place, wrong time. You're a very talented man, and I respect the hell out of you. But I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to retain my championship. No, that's not the only thing going on tonight. You see, there's a one-night tournament to crown a number one contender for the OCW Heavyweight Championship. My championship. In OCW, I keep telling you this. You keep lining them up, I'll keep knocking them down. I don't care if you're Agent Orange, a buzzsaw, a Canadian loudmouth, or a man with no shame. What you don't understand is that I'm operating on a different plane of existence right now. No, I'm not even of this world. No, you see, I have stolen my power from the sun, and I am more than just a man. I am the Dark Star Matt Taylor. I am the OCW Heavyweight Champion. And this Saturday, June 17th, Appetite for Destruction. Nobody's more hungrier than me.
So you heard it right before this match gets started. A fired up champion of the Dark Star, Matt Taylor. And he's going to be surrounded by a small army. Brandon Day, the challenger you see in the right side of the picture. These guys already had an interaction earlier on in this show when, for whatever reason, River Blackheart's clients decided to make their way out here. Matt Taylor came out with a chair to try and help his friend in Jimmy Shane, who his best friend. Not 51st or 83rd, whatever Ripper said earlier on, but his actual best friend, as you see Ripper in the background just slinking across the ring. Dark Star Matt Taylor and Brandon Day. Doesn't get any easier after this either. Because now we know, based on the last couple of matches, that the winner has got Juice Jennings waiting in at the wings. Day has been an impressive force since he got here to OCW. Taylor, pretty much since day one, has held every title this company has had to offer. A couple of them multiple times. Now Taylor, right on his back this day. The limber Matt Taylor should be able to even turn that into an offensive opportunity. But Day now has to change his strategy and try to fight out of it. Smart move by Day to start off, trying to keep Matt Taylor not only grounded, but limit his ability to go to the top rope. Lethal when he is able to get there. Also, to be honest with you, it was a nice roll through by Taylor, keeps him from being able to kick you in the face, which is a hallmark of Matt Taylor's offense. Day pulling the hair. Taylor holds or has held a handful of company's championships in the last couple of years. He's had a lot of big title defenses. This one right now probably has to feel for him like his biggest. He takes on a guy who, to be honest with you, I'm not even 100% sure Brandon Day even gives a damn about winning this match. He would love to have the belt, I'm sure, but a personal vendetta of sorts, it appears, with Matt Taylor, probably settle for just breaking Taylor in half. Taylor now with the just such quick offense. You get a split second against that guy to turn it from your offensive advantage to, hold up, wait a minute, how am I on my heels? And a knee right to the head. And Day now finds himself trying to figure out how to go about taking Matt Taylor down. Just wonder for how long that this will stay a one-on-one match with those other two members of a trio lingering outside of the ring. Taylor not just that quick, right back on the advantage in the methodical nature of the Dark Star to the elbow. Took that forearm shot backwards on the elbow. Day, who can throw a handful of powerful clotheslines, might need that to be able to do it. It's clearly behind the Dark Star, who says, hey man, I was that close. You hear Ripper in the background trying to root on his client as the left arm is not much of use right now for the challenger. Try to test the strength. Anyways, that might be the one normal advantage you would think that Day would have, being the far bigger of the two guys. Taylor turned it right back in, and now check out how Day can move. Taylor coming off that Bash the Babe appearance where he beat Jimmy Shane in the steel cage. That, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch, because that's a big one. Taylor has been around quite a while. Trained when he was, I believe he was only 15 years old, and has been around since then now in his lower 30s. So if there's a lesson to be learned, the Dark Star has probably been through it a couple of times. Day went up and over. He landed rather awkwardly on his knee. Taylor looking at him.
Watch what you're doing. You walk right in front of the camera.
Trying to figure it out, but watch out. Ripper right down on the outside. He's going to look inside the Team Blackheart huddle. Trying to call timeout.
Back him up, back him up.
We saw a similar situation to this earlier. That one, though, the match had to come to an end, and hopefully it doesn't have to happen here. You see Pat the Bruiser, just a horrible distraction the whole way. That's why you don't trust 3 guys at one time if you're Matt Taylor. Oh no. Trying to give it to Day. Ripper said earlier on in the last match about having a game plan. Until you get punched in the mouth, Day not only threw the punch in the mouth, but executed his plan perfectly to slow Taylor down and get ahead offensively. Well, how do you do? Apparently pretty fine if you're the champ. Right into the drop kick, and almost back to where we started as Taylor's got the same idea. Using the corner and the ring to his advantage. Okay, shot off and high. Back body drop down comes Brandon Day. Taylor in the corner, maybe looking to put a stop to this one early. Looking for that super kick. Well scouted enough by the challenger. It was pointed out, yeah, that just happened. Yes, yes it did. Was able to get away one time. Not the second time. Right through the ropes on the suicide dive, and down goes Brandon Day into the front row. He didn't so much try and help the people out as he tried to get his own balance. Oh, and Pat back up top. He paid for that quickly on the decision. Dark Star full head of steam. Another dive, and it's hard to take a big guy down. So Taylor might have to try something else. He got enough to send the challenger reeling. Now here comes the Dark Star. Right through the suicide flip through the ropes. But he might have done himself as much damage as he did both the guys who were down on the entrance. Here Ripper talking about how that might not be approved by a certain champion up north. Oh, Day. Ooh. Just a little snap kick right to the face. Pat, he's going to be down out of commission for a while. Up and over with the elbow drop to the stomach comes Taylor. Now he hooks the leg and only barely comes up with a 2 count. Scoop slam in the center of the ring as well. Taylor fully in control. He's taken opportunities and it has worked out for him so far. Ripper wants nothing to do with it. I think he's afraid of heights, that might be why. Taylor up top. And Day rolls out. Taylor up and over. Went for that kick to the, oh! all the way around. Normally you see a guy do that, he lands on his face, but no, not this. Head first, and that, you may see that give out of the way, but it clanged off Taylor's skull. And that's one flat on his back champion. Not quite sure why I said earlier on about Brandon Day wanting to just hurt Matt Taylor, maybe not winning. Telling the referee to count. I guess he's just good with counting out. And now, of course, numbers game coming into play. Somebody apparently realized you cannot, in fact, win the championship on a count out. That's what happens when you have three minds working at once. Knee right to the back of the head, and again. Jeez. There's not even anything I can say to that other than just pummeling Matt Taylor right now is Brandon Day. Yep, that's the fist that did all the damage. As if he's searching for some kind of answer or a higher power on how to keep Matt Taylor down for 3 seconds. Well, that's effective. Referee right on top of him at the 4 of the 5 count. Who hits a guy with a shoe? There's your answer. J.J. Dillon or Ripper Blackheart. Or somewhere he's probably smiling that I mentioned him in the same sentence. Just hit it. Hit Matt Taylor right in the face with his shoe on the outside. All right. Taylor and Ripper have had quite a dislike for one another over the years, and that's a big reason why that Brandon Day is probably a part of this now. He's kind of the newest guy that Ripper has brought to try and take out Matt Taylor. There's nothing these guys would love more than to pick that belt off Matt Taylor, who's held it for quite a long time. And again, it doesn't get any easier. Whoever wins this show, or wins at this show coming up in just a couple of weeks in Mogador, has to take on Juice Jennings. Day now with Taylor. Went for a sunset flip, up and over, 1-2. And Day able to get out. Big clothesline. Taylor went against the left arm early on. Tried to bend the elbow back the wrong way, but Day able to recover in an argument about a 2 or a 3 count. Day now, look at that. Knee right between the shoulder blades. Trying to rip the wings off the Dark Star. Only trying to get him to give up. Trying to break him in the process, and I heard Ripper from the outside scream about "you're going to the hospital." Nice roll through by Taylor. Hooks right on the knee and only comes up with 2. Boy, did he pay for that one. Day now. Just drags Matt Taylor across the apron and sends him into a high knee. That heap there you see is the OCW champion, who is in about 3 worlds of trouble right now. Center of the ring and the leg hooked, but still just a 2 count. We haven't seen Matt Taylor. It takes a lot to put that guy away. It's about 15 minutes of punishment from Brandon Day so far. And he still hasn't been able to do the trick. Taylor now fights his way back to his feet and gains at least some semblance of control, but Taylor sees the challenger's smartest thing he can do, regain the leverage by just dropping straight down. Taylor with the inside cradle and gets the 2. Now Day with a big suplex right on top of the head and the back of the neck for Taylor. Like I said, still just that 2 count. And the champion, he has been just brutalized. Talked about it earlier on. Talk about it again, that the power of Brandon Day against Matt Taylor. Just egging him on, saying, come on now, Matt, get up. Ooh, that's one way. 2 big slaps and a forearm. The referee, it's kind of just there for the 3 count at this point. These 2 guys are going to try and beat each other to pillar to post. Taylor with a back elbow, fights his way back out, and the boot as well. Matt Taylor insecure, but it did not knock him to his feet or off his feet. And a beautiful throw on the suplex. Look at where they started to look where Matt Taylor is right now, from one corner to the other. Day trying to find something, trying to find anything. Taylor, quick as a cat, goes up and over, hits him with a cross body. And again, you go the impact of that move, one side of the ring all the way to the other. Taylor with a clothesline, trying to find his way. So much that time they just shoved him down, and the running knee. Still up on top. Death Valley driver in the center of the ring. 1 and 2, and just a 2 count. Guy in the front row thought it was 3. Probably a lot of people thought Matt Taylor was going to be able to put Day away. Matt Taylor's got that look on his face. Day is perfectly positioned right in at the center of the ring. Set of knees usually start as a setup for Matt to put a lot of matches to an end. Just that grin on his face, indicating he wanted to do some damage. Day tried to throw up on him, and the running knee caught him in. Wow. How Taylor's that on one knee after that. It's just amazing. The gut wrench bomb. And Day with perfect ring positioning. 1, 2, and new. No, Taylor able to. He might have had a spasm to get out of that one. Might have just been his shoulder just working its way out. So both guys have had big offense in this match, but neither have been able to get a 3 count. We're going to find out all of the events coming up the rest of the summer, early into the fall, both here at the OCW Arena at Buzzman in September in Canton. You can find them on OCWrestling.net, on Facebook, on Twitter. Let's see which one of these guys is coming to your town as the champion. Taylor was trying to fight off maybe the setup for a superplex. He's in the corner as Day tries to. He's almost going to have to lift him as dead weight. Taylor fights himself back, and he stymies Day with a headbutt. No idea what he's looking for, but I can tell you it is probably going to be very, very dangerous and very impactful. As Taylor right at home up top. Went for a sunset flip powerbomb, but Day fought it off and paid for it. Taylor, super kick right between the shoulder blades. Uh-oh. This is what is a precursor to a lot of horrible things. Taylor up top in the double stomp right across the face. He might retain his title here. Oh, come on. This match should be over. And look, Matt Taylor just figured it out. Urban said, I didn't do anything. Yeah, Dave's foot got up there all by itself. Taylor's best laid plans go right out the window. That's what happens when you have a 3-on-1 advantage. Watch out where all 3 guys are at once. Matt now, super kick. Sends Day, didn't get him down though. Day, oh. I'd lower that discus elbow. Now the challenger in control, thinking power slam to put this one away. Taylor somehow turns it into a DDT. So call it luck, call it skill, but the champ able to even it out. Now maybe trying to find himself a couple of moves away from continuing on as a long reigning member over the top of this OCW roster. It's not anything fancy. Reached out and headbutted him. Taylor just walked away from a forearm. Look at the entire OCW locker room. These are probably 2 of the last guys I would pick to try and trade forearms with. Especially Day has reached behind a couple of times and just walloped Matt Taylor like he did right there. It's almost like he's just pissing Taylor off. Every time that Brandon Day has hit Matt Taylor in the face, it seemed to kind of re-energize him a little bit. As they just trade blows back and forth, and now the champ finds himself a victim of a hit and ripper. Good. Good. Finally, this guy gets what's coming to him. Day. Whoa. Said nope. Taylor goes with a roll-up. 1, 2. There we go. Order is now restored. 1-on-1 in the center. Day still with that chain in his right hand. Referee just letting it go, and the double stomp finds the back of the head of the challenger. 1, 2, and 3. So despite all the help on the outside, Matt Taylor still the OCW champ. That means coming up on the 25th in Mogador, he's going to get Agent Orange in Juice Jennings as his next challenger. We hope you've enjoyed Appetite for Destruction. Don't forget, find us online at ocwrestling.net. The next time we come to you, Matt Taylor could still be OCW champ as we bring you Clockwork Orange from the OCW arena.